bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Mama C's Texas Kitchen. So today I am canning tomatoes and green beans. We went to our local grocery store yesterday and they were running some great sales on produce. A lot of people, as they are buying out of water and toilet paper, they are missing some essentials that they ought to really be stocking up on, and that is produce. I know a lot of people think, well, produce goes bad, and if they're going to be stuck in their houses for a while, they don't want a lot of things that'll go bad and that kind of stuff. That's where I say can it. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to be canning Roma tomatoes. Guys, I bought 5 pounds of Roma tomatoes for like $2.50. $2.50 for 5 pounds of Roma tomatoes. And a lot of times you can actually get it cheaper than that, but I didn't mind paying 50 cents a pound. I spent a little over $2 for about 5 pounds of green beans, and I am going to wash these up. We're going to blanch them, and then we're going to dry them up, and I'm going to pressure can everything. The main reason, yes, you can water bath can tomatoes. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make sauce. I'm just going to quarter it, and I'm going to pressure can it. The reason I'm doing that is because I don't want to put lemon juice on it. I don't like how it changes the flavor profile. I'm just going to put salt on it, and you can do that if you pressure can it. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So anyway, we're going to change and bring my little cooktop thing over here that I use for my live. So give us just a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is the tomatoes. Just got a little scoop here, and I've just quartered these. And I'm going to, you want to pack these in really tight. So I'm just using pint jars. I've got, just the 3 of us here. Okay. This works better without my funnel. I said that and I dropped one. So when you have a lot of extra time at home, I would suggest, if you don't have a pressure cooker, when you get your little stimulus check, invest in one. That would be a great investment for your family. I have a electric canner. By the way, I'll say it again. I say it in every video. It is not an Instapot. It is a electric canner. It has a canning setting on it. But I am considering going ahead and purchasing a Presto canner or an All-American canner. So, with all that said, I may be getting a regular canner when we get ours. I don't know. There's a lot of dreaming going around here. Paying off a couple bills, sitting on it, who knows. My husband just looked at me like, oh, well, that's a new one on the list. What about y'all? What are y'all thinking about doing with your money? Of course, it's not in the bank yet. I guess we'll have to just wait and see, right? I may get a smaller jar. I don't know if I have enough for I might have one more. If I don't, I can get a smaller jar, I guess. Bring the hot water over for me. Then what we're going to do, we're going to top this off with hot water. Probably the big one's the one I want. I probably could have got that in a smaller jar. Alright, get me a... Yeah. Oh well, I'll leave it in the pint. It'll be okay. Alright. And then you're going to fill this up. I've got boiling water here. And you're going to want to leave an inch headspace. And then get me my plastic. I am going to add salt to this, so. Alright, give me the Himalayan salt. And then I want to add some Himalayan salt. Just later, put it over there. I'll use it for the green beans. Then I'm going to take this little tool that comes with my canner. Go along the side, get all the air bubbles out. It's also a good way to see if you need to add more water. I was going to remind you guys, because I try not to watch a ton of news, but also be sure and check on your friends and family, especially, you know, older folks, well, anybody, but just, you know, send out a text or a phone call. Just check on people, because not everybody's doing real well with this, you know. People like my husband, who is an introvert, they handle being staying at home more than people like myself, who are very extroverted, better, you know. But check on people, because this thing goes long enough, people are going to start getting cabin fever, you know. If you're in a rural area, being able to get out and about is a whole lot easier than when you're in an urban situation like we are. I don't like getting out and about. I don't. Because we went to the grocery store yesterday, and I know y'all aren't seeing my face, but we went into the grocery store and people did not respect that 6-foot rule. They were people getting way too close to me. And I was about to lose my cool. some of them didn't speak English, and I don't mean this in any ugly way at all. But when English is not your first language, and I don't speak any other language but English, so I don't know how to say, please back up, or please stand away from me without, in any other language but English. It was very frustrating for me. Because people were not respecting my space at all. And I was freaking out a little bit. So we got the tomatoes and the green beans and me a package of jars, and we got the heck up out of there. But, yeah, so check on your neighbors, check on your friends, your loved ones, because the longer this thing goes, and I think it's going to go for a while, folks, the harder it's going to get on folks. But anyway, that's my little speech for the day. Anyway, so we have got these ready to go. I'm going to wipe the rims down with some vinegar, and we're going to get some lids on it and get them ready to process. Now, tomatoes only have to process for 10 minutes. So it's a really quick process, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to do the green beans. And then we'll get everything to going. Alright. I'm going to wipe my rims here. I've just got white vinegar. Remember, you just want it finger tight. Now I'm just going to set these aside till I have my green beans ready to go. And then we'll get the pressure canner up here. Alrighty, alright. Tomatoes are ready to go. Alright, we'll be right back, guys, and we'll get the green beans ready. Okay, everybody, so I'm back here. I've got some water almost boiling, and we are going to blanch some green beans and get them in the jar so we can get everything processing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump my green beans in my water, and we're going to cook these for 5 minutes. Then once they have cooked, we're going to put them over here in some cold water to shock them.
Ice water?
Yeah, we've got ice in here. And then I'll put them over here, and then we'll jar them up. And I've got some more water over here on my stove going that we'll use to top it off, top my jars off. They're turning beautiful green. Gosh, they're pretty. You know, I'm growing green beans out on my little patio, but they're not going to be ready for a while. And I would rather have something that I've canned myself and I know what's in the can than, you know, something that's made in a plant. That comes in a can. Exactly. So go to the store, get fresh. You can do this, and if you're not canning it, you can at least freeze it. People are passing up a lot of really good produce, guys. Papa's over there eating a piece of that banana bread that I made yesterday. It did turn out really good. We've ate an entire loaf. I'm just saying. In one day. Come here, let me see it. Alright, my 5 minutes is up, but I want to show you. This is what's left of the first loaf. banana bread on the mouth. Alright, I am going to scoop them out, drop them over here in this ice water. It stops the cooking. Go ahead and cancel that.
We did.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You give me a slotted spoon. Thank you. Little stragglers here. Alright. Nice little guy here. Alright, I'm gonna move this off. Move this guy out of the way. All right. Okay. And then we're gonna string the beans, put them over in another bowl here. Now your beans you want it to let cook for 25 minutes. You will take this bowl. Thank you. Bring my little jars over here. My hands are clean, by the way. I'm very much do with your hands type person. Push these down in here. And we're going to add some of this Himalayan salt. Top it with water. Leave yourself about an inch head space. I can hear my daughter singing in the background. I think she's probably got her headset on.
Through the door of her room.
Yeah. I don't think she realizes that we can hear her. She was in choir in high school. They'd moved all her classes, online classes, that she's going to finish out her freshman year of college online. Which I know is kind of depressing for her. I mean, but I'd rather keep her safe. She still talks to her friends through Zoom and different Marco Polo and that kind of stuff. She's a little bit more introverted than her mother is, so it's not quite as difficult for her as it is, you know, a lot of kids her age. Thankfully, she's got a good head on her shoulders, and she's not like some of these kids in her generation that are out running in the streets and acting like fools. So I'm very thankful for that. I don't know if you're friends with me on Facebook, Crystal from Copper Kettle Farm posted a meme on my page that was quite funny, actually. It said the boomers are like, I'm not social distancing, it sounds too much like socialism. And the Generation Z was like, I've been drinking Corona all week, I'm feeling fine. And the millennials and Gen X, which I'm Gen X, says that I'm effed. I won't say the word it said. But I'm like, hashtag truth. Because it's my generation that's getting sick. If y'all have seen that, it's the 40-somethings, 40 and 50-somethings that are getting sick. For the most part, like, yeah, hashtag truth right there. You know, it's a strange occurrence when I'm having to tell my parents, stay home.
Switch roles.
It is a total role reversal. All right. So I am getting I got 5 jars of tomatoes out of this and 3 jars of green beans. Not bad for about $5 right here, guys. Because you got to think about it. You know, a regular can of green beans at the store is about 8 ounces, right? So this is twice that. And I guarantee you it's a lot better for you. So,
Taste better.
it tastes a heck of a lot better. And these are packed. You know, the ones you get at the store are not packed well. Are these all got water in them? All right. I'll check if I have to top, after I do this, if I have to top anything off. And I didn't put just a ton of salt in it because you always can add more salt, but man, it's hard to take salt away. You know what I mean? Alright, so I'm going to do my little vinegar thing here again. And we're going to get the canner up here. I'm going to do the tomatoes first because they only take 10 minutes. And then I'll do my green beans. Alright. So let us get the canner up here. And remember, this is not an Instapot. It is a pressure canner. It is designed to can. I feel like I need to give that disclaimer every time I get this bad boy out. So it has a canning setting on it right over here. But I do want to get one that I can cook on the stove. and do it that way too, guys. So I can start doing the quart jars. This you only can can pints, so I do want to get a regular canner. All right, I need to say this. Some water. Here. Just bit some more. You want it about 1/4 of an inch up. Alright, I'm gonna put my lid on here. Run it up, lock it in place. Make sure my deals are even here. I'm gonna hit canning. It's already set for 10 minutes, so let it go. And it'll come up to pressure on its own and do its thing. So we will bring you back and I'll show you what the tomatoes look like. Okay guys, it is now, the little red deal has completely dropped down, which means you can safely open the lid. Remember, always open it away from your face. I'm gonna set it over here. I'm going to take my jars out. Don't tilt them. You're going to set them. I'm going to set them on the rack there. That's the jar that wasn't quite full. That didn't sound good. Okay. Yeah. All right. So now I'm going to put my green beans in here. I'll check my water level, make sure I don't need to add any more water. Okay. Now, I still look good on water. Now, I went and looked it up because I wanted to make sure that I had the right time right for, on the user manual, for this pressure cooker, it says for fresh green beans to process them for 20 minutes. So, I'm going to hit canner. And then time, cancel, canner, 20 minutes. And then we'll let it come back up to pressure and we will be right back when these are done. Okay guys, again, it's my little red deal has fallen down. I'm gonna open this up, pull it away from my face. It is processed for 20 minutes, which is what is recommended by the maker of my canner. And I have perfectly cooked green beans. You're going to want to let these sit undisturbed for 24 hours. Alright guys, turn the camera up for me. Okay guys, be sure and go and check out your local produce because it is on sale right now. People are passing it up. Can it? Freeze it. Because we're in this for the long haul. We don't know when this thing's going to end, so go out and get this stuff while it's on sale. It's cheap right now. Wash it up good and preserve it. That's my video for today. Thank y'all. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. We'll see y'all in the next video. Be sure and join us tomorrow night for my 6:30 live. We will be just checking up on everybody. God bless.